From Forsaken Reaction Part 3, New Light. From Roland 3042, 28. I think this is supposed to be a reference to how Clovis Spray used clarity. Darkness power from one of the veiled statues you can see in the raid to help make the exos. Oh, I did not know that. I guess this is the story you guys were talking about. You guys said, hey, this story is relevant to, this raid is relevant to the story, so you should do it. The long, slow whisper has me thinking that all the exos could hear the witness trying to get into their minds or something. It's pretty creepy with how far back they set that up. If they did set that up from back then, that's pretty wild, because you know sometimes our writers will put like, I'm not sure how we can write this into a story, and then they like decide later on to do it. So it kind of feels like it's retcon or wasn't there. But it's cool if they really thought that far ahead. I believe that's all the ones Yep. And that's all of it.
At last, we have a plan.
See, this is why I can't win with comment. On one hand, you guys want me to watch all the cutscene. On the other hand, you guys don't want me to. You want videos to be short. You want it to be long.
The final right of proving.
Yep, trial by combat. Game of Thrones style.
Is confident she'll accept.
Of course she is. Her entire culture.
There's any course of action.
It's like a warrior culture.
Full-scale offensive. Your task is to encourage Keitel to accept the easy out. Her aspiring commanders are the pressure points, so hit them with everything you've got.
Convince her,
and
quote
keep
unquote.
hitting them until commanders of
So corner her.
you otherwise.
I issued a challenge to Keitel, knowing she could not show weakness in front of her people. She accepted.
I feel like they're gonna do something behind the scene. So Zavala is it's honorable.
We each send forth a warrior to represent us. Whichever side claims victory sets the terms of a binding agreement.
Oh, is this the strike mission? Where we fought that guy at the one place with his fire gun?
Her forces never set foot on Earth again. But if we lose, we surrender Nessus and support her claim to the Imperial throne. And as a gesture of good faith,
we still get the council seat.
Become Brachus Zavala and serve on her war council.
So he gets a new name too.
Hostage. That cannot happen.
Rest in peace, awesome voice actor. My favorite character in John Wick.
Storming it and defeating
always love the AIDS, not the sexual disease.
But I've come to expect the impossible from you, Guardian. Represent the Vanguard in the right of proving. Be our champion.
Become legend. Commander Zavala has informed you that you have been chosen to fight for the city aboard the Imperial land tank, the Hafaz Electus, on Nessus. Kalati has accepted the challenge. Zavala tells you to assemble your fire team and bring Kalati's champion to their knees. He reminds you that if Kalati suffers defeat here, he will have no choice but to concede or risk humiliation. I feel like the other council members won't approve.
We agree to the right of proving. The Cabal sends forth its champion.
The challenge is met. Our blood flows together. May it lead to unity.
You willingly enter my Imperial land tank, the Halphus Electus. You honor me. May you meet a glorious death.
Oh man, that sounds so sexual. Oh, you honor me by coming into my war tank, the Electus whatever. That sounds so wrong.
This tank is like a living thing. She breathes, she moves, and she will spit out your bones.
Damn. Does she have teeth?
All feel fear, Commander. Some
I'll grind up your...
while others are ruled by it.
I'm getting my mind is too in the gutter.
I refused to bend the knee.
Oh.
What does that tell you?
Doesn't want to give her head.
How many more Cabal stand between my champion and yours?
All swore their lives to their Empress. They can use them as they wish. Your guardians scurry through my tank like vermin. Is this how the Vanguard fights its wars?
Damn, I don't know why does it sound so sexual.
We need not slaughter every Cabal in your army.
Do not expect gratitude. Those you leave behind will grow. They will learn.
Good. If our foes are capable of growth, let us be the catalyst that forces them to change.
You would attack
This is a really
my
cool
tank
mission.
directly?
When you got to go through the thin
It's
walls of the
sacred to
tank.
my men. They will fight as though its oil were blood. My warriors do
All
not
right, time for
die
the fight.
easily.
I think
They
I did
fight because I
the
gave
Nightfall
them their
version of this.
freedom.
Imagine if they fought because you gave them a hope. My champions are ready, Keitel. Is yours?
Arise, my chosen! Fight for the glory of the Cabal!
Keitel, your champion falls.
I did not imagine this outcome.
I mean, sure
Your
though.
guardians have powers told of in the old stories.
Our vaults are full of relics from those
What?
who underestimate
Nah.
us. If you ever cross the Vanguard again,
Powers of the
Bring up
old
bigger
stories. I feel like the Traveler's ability's been there for a long ass time. All right, so it's when the assassination, right? And then Crow saves him and reveals himself. Because we saw this in the cutscene in one of the earlier when we were doing it. So how does it? His mask get shot off or something?
Let our blood be the last spilled.
Oh, of course, it has to be blood.
Be hallowed.
Do they bleed each other and then shake hands? It's a giant ass gun.
Let honor bind us.
Or does Zavala save her? Oh god. Of course the knife. Oh shit! With the
I
backbreaker.
didn't order this. Bring me the one who pulled the trigger.
I'm not gonna lie. For Elephant Empress, I can see why she puts on that armor. Up close like this, it does not look that great. But when you see the entire set from far away, it looks pretty cool. I can understand why she wears. She looks rockin' hell. Like she is. Also, I like how cutthroat she is. She's like, fuck him up. Oh. Okay. Okay. So it's an encasing. I thought like they wait, why didn't they just shoot it? I don't understand. Because they did that to Cade and it blew up. Did that sniper have some kind of magical ability in Forsaken? I need context, people. You smart people, explain it to me. Why didn't they just shoot the ghost? Why did they just shut down the light? I feel like it would have been much more effort to just shoot the ghost and then shoot him instead of just like EMPing it. Because if that was from Forsaken, you would think they would still be able to do it here. You know? Because then Cade's ghost died, blew up.
Are you all right?
I'm alive.
Doesn't know what to say. Oh, nope. He was like, what? He's so taken aback by that.
As a recon agent by Commander Zavala.
Nice.
He wants me to track down the conspirators who tried to sabotage the ceasefire. I believe Keitel when she says she wasn't behind it, but let's not take chances. 2 assassination attempts is more than enough, I think.
Hey, at least he doesn't wear the stuffy
Zavala
mask
looks at
anymore.
me, and I feel like he really sees me. Who I am.
I feel like it's mixed.
He didn't say much else, just that it might be a good idea if I laid low while he figured things out here.
Yeah, he's trying to set his
I know
mind straight.
It's taboo to talk about the people we were before, but the weight that's been hanging around my neck since I woke up in this body, it finally feels a little lighter.
Nice. I was about to say, it's no way it's that free.
Time we'll be seeing each other, Guardian.
Despite an initial unease, Crow seems pleased with Zavala's acceptance of him and his redeployment. He expressed that he feels a personal responsibility to track down any of the science actors that remain at large. He chuckles, looking at his broken mask. He mumbles something about a vendetta. A wide smile on his face. Crow wishes you the best. Thank you for all you done for him. For the many doors you opened in the life you, Osiris Glint, showed him he could have. He's confident you see each other soon. Goddamn, Crow is... Character development. I really care for him.
Aldrin Sav is dead.
Like, there's so few characters I care about in this game.
Unmasking. She already knew, of course, as did Osiris. And you. Without trust, we become like the Cabal, fractured and consumed from within. I've sent your friend on a reconnaissance mission while I determine the best way forward. Empress Keitel will honor our agreement. This is an armistice, not an allegiance. Those who do not answer her call to leave Earth are criminals in the eyes of her empire, left to us to deal with as we see fit. Saladin will have words, I'm sure.
Yep, he wanted to just wipe them all out.
Insulates us from further incursions by Xivu Arath, the enemy of my enemy, Guardian. Until such time, they are not.
So back then, Xivu Arath is still doing these games. But I wonder how much of it is Savathun, because we know her expansion's coming up. Commander Zavala looks you over and consider how much you kept from him. He congratulates you and celebrate a victorious city, but expresses a need for trust, for unity. He says that without those things, the city would be destroyed from the inside like the Cabal were. But, I mean, to be fair, I feel like some things Zavala doesn't need to know. Because he'll disagree with it. Or be like, no, you can't do that, or something. But then it's always good to hear other people's opinions.
Warriors of the Empire, today we chose strength and honor over personal glory. But two of our soldiers chose to pursue their own victory, their own glory, before the glory of the Empire. Only one of these soldiers stands before me now. The Scion Valir faced his death with honor, but his accomplice, the Scion Kalek, chose to run, to hide. Kalek is a stain on our history.
I mean, if she was after me, I would run. She just backbreaker that guy onto the ground.
For a coward has no name under the Empire.
Damn. They got that guy in 4K. Wow. Oh my god. I can't believe they recorded it. And now they're replaying it for everyone else to see. That's pretty funny, honestly. Now, if they do like a, you know how when something epic happens and then they do a 5 seconds rewind of it before it happens for the dramatic impact, that'd be so funny.
These traitors did not work alone. I will find the others, and they will meet this same fate. We are one Cabal, and we strike as one fist.
Distress signals are far too common these days. Our recovery crews can hardly keep up with them. This one, however, I want you to look into personally. Rahul brought it to my attention. He tells me the transmission has been exposed to darkness. Our enemy worms its way into everything it touches, even mudding our signals. What's more is the point of origin, near the reef, from a Guardian claiming to be aboard a ship belonging to the dethroned Emperor Callus. Keitel will no doubt respond to a signal from one of her father's ships. They have a complicated relationship. If there's a Guardian on board, exposed to darkness, I want to know why. Extract them safely, so we may have a word with them.
You think it's like the Drifter or Eris? Oh, on the Leviathan. Ooh. Oh, that's just the intro. God, if only you can color the Nighthawk.
A Cabal vessel bearing the name Glykon disappeared near the reef. This ship matches its heading. So far, our hails have gone unanswered, and the distress signal continues to loop. You're clear for live-fire engagements. Board it, and find our missing Guardian. There's a distortion in the feed, no frequencies. Like ripples meeting in conversation. Executing trace. Stand by.
They're like
I've sourced
haunted
the
ghost
There's an
situation.
open patch into the ship's computer. Perhaps courtesy of our lost friend. Those spores are harmonizing with the nearby concentration of darkness. There's no light here. Sarcophagus growths with cores of darkness. Material is organic. Reminds me of a certain flora kept by our silver-tongued drifter. Curious. The Cabal here, their minds hang suspended in the death throes of cognition.
Oh, guys, they're like the fucking
falling into
flood.
Singularity. The Glykon navigation system marks their destination as an anomaly, left in the wake of Mars's disappearance. Guardian, you're not the only life sign aboard. I see at least one other. Maybe our missing friend. It may not. Scorn. They did not come from Callus's menagerie. The dark ether in this device has been tampered with. Its connection to the darkness galvanized, rooted. Callus always did embody a clever sort of madness. I found a journal of Callus's scribe, Armsot.
Do you think it's the lightning guardian
Today, Callus
that
graced
Callus
the
has?
Glykon with his presence and gazed upon the anomaly. His counselors prepare the exhibition chamber with gold from the Castellum. They are confident the crown is ready. The end will lay eyes upon him and weep at his magnificence. This ship's passageways no longer connect as they should. Move the dark. They relent. We must not. Forward. Guardian, I've pieced together another of Armsot's records. It reads, Tragedy of Silence. He tore the wilting failures apart himself. The connection is strong, but the darkness does not speak through them. An ocean without wind. Even
I swear, there's a
Archbearer
jump scare,
could
I'm
not
be mad.
coax it to awaken. Hangar systems are intact. Why didn't they try to run? Jump logs indicate this ship made berths from the Leviathan. Its pilot has an officer's clearance. Our Guardian appears to have a long and storied history with the Emperor.
Yeah. Didn't the Emperor talk about I forgot during the not season of Opolis that he had a favorite guardian who was a lightning storm, whatever. I forgot what's the nickname he gave her. Do you think this is them? He never told us. Well, maybe I forgot what happened.
Concentrated dark ether. These are similar to Galron's chamber in the royal baths, but without life support systems. Micro etchings along the interior walls. Scratches. Armsot kept notes on experiments as well. It seems that Scorn, exposed to the anomaly, all suffered contiguous neuron death. It consumed their minds. All but one who spoke with many dead voices. This survivor would become the centerpiece of their studies.
You say that like this isn't your fault. You can't blame yourself for every missing guardian, Osiris.
Put this decrepit creature to rest.
Is that the boss?
Left in Mars's wake. I've seen it and others like it. Too many scorn for an active guardian. In place of each world, the darkness stole. At the edge of our heliopause, Callus meant to commune with the darkness. This is an address from Callus to his crew. I chose Galrun, and his frailty betrayed us. He was too pure, too alone. Our new guests are neither. A glorious chain of dark minds, an open mouth for the one in the darkness, that it may sing in exaltation of my majesty. Greatness recognizes greatness. To invoke the attention of the end, our offer must be great. Faint traces of light. That thing was a guardian. Way too late. Far too
Damn.
late. Take the rifle.
Almost as fate as worse than peace.
Better in your hands than left for another. I'll speak to Savala about authorizing exploratory outings. If we can recover our lost friend's ghost, we may learn more of how he died. Return to the city. We must assess our findings.
I like how the gun is just there.
Exploratory outing, Presage, designation VG-999. I am receiving you.
Not finished picking at Cabal bones?
Keitel. Have you no more officers to send in your place?
You're trespassing, and I need information on that ship. Withdraw.
This is a rescue operation for a wayward ghost. Interference here would not end well for you.
Alright,
The
so
Cabal are not animals. Send in your guardian, but Callus belongs to me. As long as I see him dragged from this hole, I don't care who does it.
And keep your distance and leave us be.
Hey,
wait.
So the other day I saw
Is
this
that the
video of
map?
this famous heart.
No, wait, it's not. It's probably not.
Olive oil
I was about to say, is that the map for the
I've lived aboard these ships. I know their systems. You need me.
or the one exotic we had during the new
What will
light?
you do with Callus if he is found?
Autocrats only know obsession.
This feels like the side
They've
shortcut
exposed
from the
us.
raid.
So I'll feed him all the trimmings of his failure. Until his belly bursts.
Scans of the anomaly they chased, left in Mars's wake. It's a part of the darkness, one piece of a larger web. Others align with our missing planets and moons, as well as many points beyond Sol's borders.
Callus's scribe identifies a voice in the darkness. One of their mother. Of dead enemies. Of Gaul. They say it spoke to Callus in his own voice. Taught him how to commune. His counselors work to isolate and contact the entity that speaks. How many Cabal died for this?
Enough, it would seem, to achieve the Emperor's desire.
I wonder, is there gonna be like,
Emperor. This derelict is his empire.
you think
Sacrifice to pride.
eventually we get a kill
Paid
Callus?
for in blood.
Since this,
Are those Elixni?
At one time, their ether was bound with darkness. Now they're scorn, rot-minded and easily swayed to violence.
The perfect vessel. If one could keep them
damn, now that you think of it, that's crazy how the Fallen's turned into that thing.
Turret. Its munitions are spent. The battle report shows skirmishes across the ship, battling several containment breaches. Still, Callus pressed on. This infestation. I've seen it before. Sivu Arath slaughtered my people.
What was it like, that inevitability?
Like burning alive. And realizing the flames are just the beginning. Gasps of scorching air. Helpless panic. The smell. Was it any different when Gaul razed the city? Survivors like us are embers in the dark.
Delicate.
Defiant. Osiris sends you through a trash compactor. If you were Cabal, I would lift you into the stars.
You've never sounded
Oh my
more like
god,
your
this Star
father.
Wars reference.
I thought you killed that.
Yo, this
The
is pretty
Bold have
cool.
suffered too many
It's going through
losses
this
for
small,
vanity,
like through these different
petulance.
areas inside the ship.
First Callus, then Gaul.
But not you.
Don't insult me. I've grown wise from watching monuments topple. No mercy
I mean, that's what they
for
all
false
say.
gods.
It's weird, there's like
How
pyramids on the
many
ground.
ships ran routes to the tangled shore.
Where they harvested the scorn for their experiments.
This hangar took in ships from all over Seoul.
Is this the Leviathan? I don't remember.
Any of those coordinates.
You're my favorite. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Because I thought this was like a off ship. No. There's a guardian within the Leviathan that's sending out a beacon signal, right?
Would its memories be?
I don't really remember whatever happened to Leviathan. Maybe it was a raid or something that I missed. Where it's once and for all finished and it's done. And now some other entity
They were burning the
had
spent scorn to ash.
allure Callus, and then he ended up down this route.
That data. I can access this. An incendiata deployed to halt the Scorn reanimation. The incendiata was later embedded with a team set to detonate the ship's reactor.
They rose on their own. That is a new and concerning development.
Oh, that's how it
Resurrection
started.
does not
How?
make one invulnerable. Your kind taught us that.
True.
These orders did not come from Callus. Callus's surgeons experimented on the Scorn.
If I had to
Cranial
guess,
dissections, dark ether
it's like probably one of those scientist moments where it's like, hey, we got the zombie. Let's experiment on the zombie. This zombie bit someone, or got someone infected with this darkness thing, and it spread, and then it started like infesting his ship, and then eventually it just like spread too far, and then they had to dissect that part or cut that part off.
As I did. Would he have learned then? No. You burned away. I saw it.
What do you hear, Empress?
Mistakes. Thrown on the pyre of my past. You heard something different?
The ignorance of my youth. The pain of change. Unproven faith wilted by logic.
Your people do not appreciate you as I. They promised you true power. Here you shall find it.
A ghost was injured here. Remnants of its light pooled around the dark center. A memory, preserved in physical form.
You said you wouldn't. You promised. Everything you say is a lie.
I wonder who killed him.
I believe I found a record of first contact with this voice. It says, I, Omsat, scribe of Glykon, rejoice. The Scorn are one, rejoice. They bear the weight of the crown elegantly, rejoice. They whisper anticipations, rejoice. Our Emperor hears the voice of salvation, rejoice.
Sycophants. All of them. Enabling his madness. What is that thing?
Our lost guardian.
Can your ghosts undo that?
Not
Nope.
so far as I'm aware.
Then why are you searching for it?
Answers? Same as you, Empress.
If there is nothing else, I must analyze the Glycon's archives. My cruiser will monitor the situation here.
The path to the ghosts still eludes us. Until we return then. A chalice of opulence. The inscription reads, to my captain, cast your shadow in the face of darkness, that you might drink of its beauty and grow fat.
Your guardian was a traitor then, seduced by Callus's posturing.
I mean,
Like so many powerful fools.
Yep, it isn't like the first time it happened, because we had that one Thunder Warlock, Electric Warlock.
I'm receiving you, Guardian. The Vanguard saw value in our investigation. We are tasked with the recovery of any information or relics pertaining to the Darkness.
Welcome back to the Glykon, Guardians.
I expected you to be gone after the armistice.
This ship is Cabal. I have a duty to its crew while Callus remains free.
What have you found in our absence?
Hidden records in Glykon's mainframe. From your lost Guardian. They're decrypting as we speak. Transmitting the first decrypted message.
He's been drinking more and more of that royal slop. I see him pawing at the air for hours, laughing, eyes glazed over. There's another alignment tomorrow. Maybe I can slip the hangar and get lost before anyone notices. I know a few Guardians who might want to hear what I've seen.
Why? Why are you here, though?
Did your data mining yield anything about a crown?
Amsat
What called
detailed
him?
an ornate procession that brought a hive crown from Leviathan to Glykon. It allowed the darkness to invade the Scorn's thoughts.
Not the Darkness. The entity.
The two are entwined. Does the difference matter?
Because doesn't Savathun wear a crown?
Makes our understanding of the Darkness a facade.
In her back story, she did not have one. And I was like, did she make that crown and then just put it on?
Idols. Sustained by fixation until there is nothing left to reap.
Our lost Guardian must have sent this frame to broadcast their distress signal.
This interface is of human design.
It recounts a descent into the anomaly. Gravitational oscillations broke and reformed.
So did bro just took
many times over. It is
one, like,
every permutation of the ship's existence collided in one space.
He sacrificed himself to see what the hell is happening here?
Seems Callus has fled.
Oh, God damn it.
States, Emperor Callus has left us. His shadow broods. The legionaries spread rumors saying he merged with darkness. He is dead. He fights to save us. Words dipped in false confidence. The Emperor is gone. None know where. May we abide his return.
No, it is a trick. He is hiding here or elsewhere. He did not simply vanish.
Yeah, I can see it.
This array contains research logs. The entity's voice emanates from the grave of Mars. The Scorn babble to the void and attentively await response. Our Emperor's vision is at hand. Tomorrow we pierce the anomaly's veil. We are ready. We have
God, the next video is like 2 hours.
Between worlds.
At least I'm almost done.
Controls the lower decks,
Eventually.
dragging the flame. Dead whispers in the walls. There is no way back.
Scribe Amsat states, the Emperor shows us we chase a mirage. The darkness is nothing but a great basin of formless thoughts. A vast tangle of composting chaos. Callus seeks the entity who speaks through the darkness.
Yes, yes. As you mentioned.
Force,
because he set off people to try and commune with it.
How simple.
Able to be brandished against Zivur Wrath?
And fall into the burrow of an ambush predator. Like Umun, like Eramis. I think not. But tools can be broken. Forces can be stopped, and those who wield them can be disarmed. Another decrypted entry.
We hit Acheron's wall and sank. Straight down to the deep. Gly is in a bad way after the dive, all twisted. I'm all twisted. Whole crew rattling around in my skull like they're thinking for me. Scorn. What they used to be, what they are now. Dive must have opened the cells. Someone's got to clip their horns, especially the big one. Or we're dead.
Yep. I guess that's what. When he found out, he's like, I am in too deep and way over my head. We're screwed.
Their names will be honored.
Why were they sent?
Accessing the Glykon's mainframe required a direct connection. Another entry transmitting.
I didn't think it was true. All that talk about the darkness. But it saw him, Something in here stared right back into Callus's hungry eyes. Then Aldrin's rotted tyke started shrieking, and I knew I shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why'd you come here in the first place?
What monstrosity is this?
The Crown of Sorrow.
Sorrow.
A hive artifact of devilish craftsmanship.
That's
meant to
huge.
subvert the wearer's
It is not
will.
Savathun's crown. That looks like a Viking helmet from like Skyrim.
More hive witchcraft. It should be destroyed.
It has been altered from its original design. Opened. Instead of controlling minds, it's meant to merge them. It is listening. We cannot leave the crown free.
You think you can contain it?
No, just destroy it.
Callous. How long before your audacity damns the city, advisor?
Your warning is noted, Empress. But this is Vanguard space. Will you ensure the crown is undisturbed while I make preparations for its recovery?
The Cabal are not at your disposal. Do so at your own peril.
She's like, nope. Well, so that was like a weird, twisty mystery. What the hell's going on? Haunted thriller thing. It's pretty interesting because I'm like, so this guy's a traitor, but he doesn't sound like a traitor. He sounds like he found something. He found an inkling of something that was going on. And he's like, my hunches are telling me this is something big. I should investigate it and then report back to the Vanguard. But bro went in too deep and he started drinking slop, going mad. All the voices of the Scorn and the Hive. And then he's like, yep, I'm fucked. And then Callus tries to wield this power. And then he tried to experiment by creating some example of that power, but then that didn't really go too well as how most horror movies go when you grow too ambitious and that you're better off just leaving things there or just destroying it and moving on. But nope, being as the emperor he is, he's like, I got this. He did not got this. Who let bro cooked? So, and then he dipped. So it wasn't anything about the Thunder Warlock person he mentioned in the season of the Opulus, because I believe that was one of the notable guardians that was under his employment or something. But yeah, I feel like maybe like the second half was interesting, but I feel like overall it wasn't really that relevant unless it comes up later that maybe Callus is like half corrupted. I don't know. I guess we'll see, because it just sounds like a fun story that has nothing to do with the main overall story, you know? Well, I guess we'll see. If it's like that for the other one, I might just skip it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.